Time for lacrosse. Georgetown in their white jerseys, white shorts, and chrome gray lids today. Notre Dame in the golden domes, looking with chrome and navy uniforms. Time to get this one started. It is Lynch and the freshman Prince at the dot. So glad to have you along, and it'll be a win for Georgetown. Picked up on the run by Rosanin.
Yeah, we talked about Ross Prince in the open for Georgetown. Will Lynch, the honorable mention All-American in the dot for the Irish. That's going to be a great battle all day.
Here's Notre Dame on the clear. Quick look at the starting lineup.
Play a full 60 minutes yet this year because of the margins of victory that Notre Dame has had against Cleveland State and Marquette. So guy who's had to wait his turn might play 60 minutes for the first time this year. We'll see how that winds down late in this game if it stays close.
Boys with another win, of course, with the...
And it's exactly what the Fighting Irish wanted, and they'll win the face-off, too, off of a violation. Big crowd on hand. That atmosphere has been building all morning into the afternoon long. If the Hoyas were able to get a good defense, can get themselves together after conceding 3 goals in the first 6 minutes, including 2 in the last 32 seconds.
It's a new face at the dots for Georgetown. And the ball's still loose, picked up. Come the Irish, and it's another goal. As this time, Will Donovan, the long stick midi, makes it 4-0. Everything going the Irish way.
Well, whenever you can get a pole goal to fire up the crowd, and there's plenty of Irish fans in this crowd here at Cooper Field. The second team All-American last year just stuck with it on the wing after the face-off, and nobody came to stop the ball. And there are talented enough players all over the field to hurt you when that happens. Guy who was second team in the USILA and the US Lax Magazine All-American team last year will hurt you if that kind of thing opens up for you.
Greenwich, Connecticut. And there's Lynch with another pickup. He's getting close to setting the Notre Dame all-time ground ball record. That'll squeeze by and will be Georgetown ball. Range. It has not been the best day on defense for Georgetown. A little chance at transition, and the Hoyas will pass it up off the clean win by Prince. And Hagstrom now at the dot. Prince is back there for Georgetown. And violation on Prince will be Notre Dame ball. Now Tyler Buckner with it. Yes, that is that Tyler Buckner, the former Notre Dame starting quarterback, also played at Alabama.
There's so much lacrosse left, but you knew it was going to be a huge mental block if after one quarter the Hoyas were still without a goal, and then they win the ensuing faceoff.
And taken away by the Irish. Good faceoff win by the backup Van Buren, but unable to get it to safety. 2020 of Liam Entman again.
It's kind of fun to see in this new age of the transfer portal and guys moving so much to find new places to play that he still waited his turn behind a guy who was clearly the number one of the Tewaaraton finalists last year, and now this is his net, and he's responded to it really well. That means somebody else is open. Find the open man, and now it's down to 6-3.
5th goal of the campaign for Caesar. There's Lynch with another win. We take a run and shot. It'll be trail checked away. Fogo got a little too aggressive there as the Hoyas coming this way, looking to cut into that lead a little more.
And all of a sudden, it's a 2-goal game again, and there's a ton of lacrosse left.
Back at the dot, Lynch and Prince. And paddled back, but the Hoyas will pick it up for a second as Kevin Warren's going to take a timeout and save the possession. Silence from the Notre Dame contingent here.
And when you wonder if Bayman has those chances again from X, whether or not the Irish will cheat a little bit to force him over towards his left side and onto his weaker hand.
Will Lynch losing a shoe. That helped Georgetown there. He didn't maybe take off as heartily as he would have without having a shoe on. And Kevin Corrigan taking a timeout. He's fired up. Is an amazing one. Really kind of a bench warmer to start his career. Started getting a little more play in a program that for a few years there, really it was guys either coming in immediately or transfers making the impact. Carroll has just kind of slowly gone along, and Kevin Warren says, look, he is our solo captain. Run. Now we'll look to build a big lead back as Lynch with another save. Kevin Warren upset something right now.
Hands right now late in this first half. He's got 2 goals and an assist already.
So officials going to get together. And it looks like everything is good to go. So Lynch at the dot and Van Buren out there for Georgetown. It's another win for Lynch.
You wonder if Prince is all right, because he looked a little bit more comfortable in the face-off X for Georgetown, winning those face-offs in the first quarter. And since then, the battle has really shifted Notre Dame's way. It's 10-5.
Lynch taking 9 of 14, winning 9 of 14. Prince 4 of 9, but
2 down on the field level. I didn't know how intense it was going to get, but it has been intense during the 60 minutes of gameplay. And the first 30 so far have set up a really solid 30.
So a stall at the dot here as Prince back out there. So maybe just getting him a blow in the first half as Renian comes up with it. And the Hoyas will hopefully go on the offensive end. A lot of pressure right now coming from Donovan.
Well, your coaches talk all the time about the middle 8.
Second quarter after Georgetown had scored 6 in a row to tie the game up, and we still sit with the Irish up by 2. I want to make sure we pass along that the standout field goal, Will Lynch for Notre Dame back in the second quarter, I believe, set the Notre Dame ground balls record, came in 3 away. So congratulations to Will for another milestone. There's going to be by the time this group is all said and done, Ben, there's going to be a lot of milestones for this Irish group. And that's going to be a turnover. I don't know if we'll expect to see either of these teams, though. I think Georgetown might have had one like that last week against Ben. But to have that throughout the season, the Irish happy they're the ones to end it, to make it a 3-goal game again as Lynch comes up with another win. Remember, for the Hoyas, James Ball, not available, is yet to play this season. He is expected to be back at so with 2 goals apiece. Right now, a little bit like that first quarter we saw where Notre Dame got off to that big start. Can the Hoyas respond like they did then? Acton will get it across. Just under 10 minutes to go, but right now you're starting to see Will Lynch has figured out the freshman Ross Prince and anybody else that the Hoyas have thrown at him. As early in the game, kind of 50. Violation on Prince. So that
went early.
The Notre Dame ball.
His crowd getting into it a little bit more. Crowd has been fantastic in this one. One of the better crowds Cooper Field has seen in quite some time.
Lynch had the win, but I think we're going to have a push on Georgetown. Might not have needed to commit that. Looked like Lynch was having some trouble getting it cleanly on his own.
Yeah, it's the right call.
Lucky House could have been called for contact in the head. NCAA tournament most outstanding player. Showing all his skills today. This Georgetown Notre Dame series resuming after a little bit of time off just before the pandemic. I know Kevin Warren will be very happy to see